religion? From the park? No, he lives out on the mesa.
Oh.
That's where the throwaway people go. They just go live on the mesa. Just go, just because it's out of sight, out of mind for the burrow brats.
Yeah.
People are just so gross, Ma. You know why they're gross? Because they watch other people suffer.
Oh.
And that's gross to me.
Yes, I see them suffer.
Watching people suffer, go through stuff.
Yeah.
You know who does that? People that have never been through shit.
Oh,
It's like a cat watching a mouse. It's like a cat watching a mouse, playing with a mouse.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good one.
It's pretty gross. But I don't even know if they're even actually real people
Oh.
that do that. It's like they lost their soul,
Oh.
and there's just like grossness and demons left. Because they lost their soul, that connection to source that says, don't do that. Restrain yourself. Have discipline. You know, don't hurt somebody. Don't hit them. Don't. Luna's mad. She wants to sit up there by you. She's like, out of the way, stinky boy. Oh, hold on. Gotta get situated.
Okay.
Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. Ciao. Ciao. Yeah, it's pretty gross how people, and then like I look at all these people, well, because when we were it's like when we were younger, and you didn't have enough money, like we had to go like basically sequester the state and beg for food. Because and me and Jerry lived on $55 a month. Food stamps.
No kidding.
I saw a letter that my doctor, what was his name? I have it. What was his name? He, it's too many, he had gray hair. Dr. Gill. Dr. Gill. And he wrote a letter to the state of California, and I have that letter here. I have it somewhere. I kept it. That says, that asked the state if they would please give you $10 extra a month so you could buy me fruit and vegetables, because that diet was better for my my sensitivities.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if they did or not, but isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that we had to get a doctor's note to get $10 extra for food? And now, see, because we freaking went through so much, we know we learned how to survive and live comfortable while living within our means and not living off credit cards and all that stuff. And now all these people they're hurting big time because they didn't learn those lessons.
Or
They didn't learn.
They didn't want to.
They didn't learn.
They didn't.
They didn't learn. Let me get some lotion on you, sir. Put some lotion on you. Ma, you always got Father's Day cards, huh? Today's that day way that people recognize their dear old dad. Their own dear old dad. Ones that changed all their diapers and was always there for them whenever they were scared. And whatever you wanted to know, did like something broke, you could call him to fix it. My dad was not around, so I had to learn how to do all those things for myself. I'm one of those. I had an absentee father because mom and dad got divorced before I came along, and then I became their parting gift. And so I was born. I'm a bastard. Born out of wedlock. I'm one of them. So I found this book today. So I don't acknowledge this. I don't call my dad's a D-bag. He ain't never done me no favor. And you know what? Nobody else's dad ever did me no favors either. So what the fuck do I care? It's just another program, like nonsense program. Like respect and honor people that don't deserve it. Just because they have a label, because they were half part of making you, that shit's stupid, man. So I found this today. We've had this as long. Thank you, Mom. We've had this as long as I can remember. Mom might have had this. This might be older than me. Do you remember that, Mom? Let me show you the. Do you remember? Do you remember this book?
Yeah.
See, because of this book, I was little and I learned how to draw, and people would like look at the shit I drew and they couldn't believe it.
You really.
Well, I was always dealing with life, and I never got the opportunity to really accentuate that. So because of this book, it always had me thinking that of all the people that are born and on the planet, there's only so many shapes a nose can be. There's only so many shapes eyes can be, mouths, chin. There's only and then you have so people are just different combinations of the same shapes. And so I always thought that was, because we grew up, Mom was adopted, so I never like, the only people that I saw my face looking back at me was my dad, and it was usually scowling, because he wasn't kind, loving, or nurturing to me ever. Or like my grandparents, but the same, it's the different heart space of my dad, of resentment, but same look, different heart space. There was like, what are you? I would like, what are you? What's like, why do you do the things like they could not comprehend my thought process? Because I wasn't thinking from my brain, I was living from my heart. So, but then I got to New Mexico. And then I went and met a cousin of Mom's a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, that's where I said, you gotta excuse me. I started welling up. I said, excuse me. I said, I haven't seen my face in somebody else. I never heard back from them. Today's Father's Day, Ma. So her grandpa is your dad. Yeah. And see, but because people do things just do whatever they want. They don't listen to that voice that says, don't cheat on your wife. Because this cousin that I met, her mom is Mom's half sister, and she's like, no, my mom is the youngest, and she was born, and I said, nope, Mom was born nope, there's a new younger in town, so good boy, Benny, you're okay, bud. So, but yeah, people think they're so unique, and everybody thinks that there's clones and stuff, and there probably is, who knows? I mean, people, they piss away money, they do stupid stuff. They have so much money. This lady came across, this girl young woman. She's young. She's probably 20s, 30s. I don't know. It's all young to me. But she's talking about she's got the bloodline, and I'm like, I said I'm finding out I probably got the bloodline too. It don't know. I don't fucking care. You know, like I'm not gonna do the weird shit that people do for their advantage because they got the right blood. You know, they should be using that to help people, and they don't.
Oh, they don't use.
They don't. They travel around the world. They buy this. They buy that. People too. You know, they have the same experiences over and over in different places, and man, it's getting hard out there. I saw a volcano eruption in Iceland, and
Today?
or a picture of it. I don't know if it was today. It's been recent. Volcanoes are popping off all over the world. We're living like land of the lost. Like we're gonna get back to grassroots, like my talk I did 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Going back to the barter days and stuff like that. Good dogs. But we're in a good place, you know. I mean, whatever happens, we're all together.
We're moving on.
You know. There. Good boy, Benny. Yesterday was a hard day. It started out so good. It was like that's why I never try to get too excited about anything, because that seems like when I get like, oh man, life is really good. That's when something happens. And yesterday was kind of a jolty day. My friend said you were putting fires out all day. Like all 4 of the dogs got out.
Oh, they got out?
Through the front fence.
Oh.
And I about had a mile. Good thing they don't run no more. They don't like. Artie used to run like freaking. He took off at a. I think we were driving out to live in Oregon from Nebraska, and we were driving and we stopped. I don't know, Idaho. I don't know, one of those no place states. And I had him on his harness because he'd always get off leashes, so he had a harness, and then he just I had a Rogue Nissan Rogue hatchback, and I opened the door and I was putting one of the other ones in or taking them out, and he just went boop, and he thought he did that. They had this thing in Omaha at a church not too far from where I live, the blessing of the animals.
Oh, really?
Where you go through and then like a priest would bless your animal or whatever. And Artie got it. Here I am chasing Artie through all these people. Did anybody try to help me catch my dog? Nope. The freaking people are so selfish, Ma. That's all that's wrong with the planet, is that people just got so selfish that they don't want to do anything. They just sit in their house and play, like, I mean, that's fine sometimes, but you gotta go out and add to the world, or otherwise it's just gonna keep fucking getting shittier and shittier. People don't start adding more to it. So I had to come back in and get the leash to go get Benny, because he was in the neighbor's yard, like back in there. This place is really designed really cool, like, because there's 4 places, but they're all different shapes. I think that's a trailer that they just put Adobe like clay around. But I found out yesterday that my neighbor, he's a CAD guy, and he's been doing CAD since drawing it out. Who's that, Artie? Boy, technology. Computer aided design. So it's basically like Sims. I've used it here and there. Life got in the way. That's what it stands for. And then I saw on TikTok that somebody is selling a 3D like house printer type setup for $9,000. And a lot of a building is like the design and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, that would be a total fucking asset here because it doesn't use proprietary supplies. Like that means you only can use this kind of sand, so you can only buy it from this one source. No, all you have to use is sand. And I live in Taos, there's sand everywhere. And people need if you could just make just like where we live, like this would just be a bloop, 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 bloop. I mean, it would be nothing. Tile the inside. It's like this is all tiled. Keep it all cool.
Yeah.
Have a wood stove for heat.
Yeah.
This place doesn't have that. Maybe they could put one in there. There is a hole over there. But we don't need to worry about that yet. Oh, I can put the other one on now. I only need to put that one on him when I know it's hot. Come here. I know. I'm getting it. I know. Because I was in the shower. Good boy. Good boy. So after the dogs got out yesterday, I about had a myocardial infarction. Even Tucker, man, he was the ringleader. He was like later, he was the first one to go through the fence because I forgot to put the pet gate up. And so, and then what else happened? Oh, I thought it would be a good idea. Tucker's gets so hot, I gave him an ice cube yesterday.
I bet that helped.
And it helped cools him down, and he just licks on it and stuff, and he stays hydrated, and it's cool, and so, and then I was like, let's see if Benny wants one. Benny wanted one, and then Artie, who's gonna, God willing, and he don't be too big of a jerk, between now and then, the August 24th, they'll be 14, and he wanted, and so he went, I saw him do it, and I couldn't reach down fast enough to separate him because I can see when Artie's energy shifts. Because he's like, wait a minute, I should get the ice cube first. They're just like people. We're animals. I see how people act. I see where the switches flip. I see where like somebody gets butt hurt. I can see the instant somebody gets butt hurt, it changes the game. I can see all that. I'm one of those hyper-aware people. And it's painful to navigate in a world where people just are oblivious. They just ignore. Because if you ignore, then you don't have to do anything. You don't have to break a sweat or inconvenience yourself. You can just keep going on about your living that best life. It's gross. Still, a lot of ways. Down here in the cracks, a lot of us are coming up with ways to have community. You know, we're doing it too. I do my fair share. Other people are doing their share. You know, it just sucks that so many people need. They are desperate in a way. I think it's funny. All these people going, try and come get my son for the draft because they want to bring back the draft. It's political posturing. That's what my brother, the lawyer, the army jag. It's just political posturing. It's just lines on a paper, and then people act them out. That's what law is. Lines on a paper, and people act them out. And you know who wins? The most compelling argument. It has nothing to do with justice. Don't you people get it? Lawyers, that's why they get paid so much. They're freaking actors, man. And it sucks because there's a handful of them out there that really believe that they're going to do some good. They always evolve into the same thing. Maybe there's a new generation. I'm hopeful. I'm not gonna, everything's subjective. I get that. Just because I get carried away in my verbiage sometimes, you know. I try not to say always and never, and ain't nobody 100%. Nothing is 100%. I got a new fan yesterday. It's back there. stays pretty nice in here. You can't do that, sir. You are smart, dude. Is that I am very smart into my ways, Mom. Or are these breaking? Are they breaking? No, Mom. I'm just smarter than you, Mom. You're the smarty gata. Don't point the fan at him. What else happened yesterday? Oh, I went in to take the chick that cuts my hair to bring her one of my t-shirts. And I walked in. Now the place is called, what's it called? I want to make sure I say the name right. Barbershop, yeah, the Hitching Post Shave. The Hitching Post Shave Company. That is where, okay, so I walked in. And I had the t-shirt in my hand, and the lady in the first chair, I always presumed that she was the owner, operator. Never was clarified until a couple days ago. But then I walked in, and the woman has never been friendly to me. She has never been anything above curt to me. And it's just like, I'll just be down here, a small little person, to make you tiny little lady feel better about yourself. Okay, whatever. Blah, so like, I've been in there, I don't know, I walked in there 4 times. Twice for a haircut, but like one to see about, and she's just like, like it's a labor to even freaking acknowledge me. So, I walk in with the t-shirt and I start walking to where the gal that cuts my hair, her station is, and it was clear, and I was like, oh, and she's like, oh yeah, she don't work here no more. And then I left, and then I just said, I said, nope, just turn around, walk away. I don't even want to ask her no questions. She's always rude. I don't know how people could fucking, like, run a business, like, there's so many fucking, it's not just Taos. I'm not going to say it's just Taos, but that's what the world has evolved into, is that owner-operators, like, that's their, like, either they're cool to everybody, or, like, there's one guy I follow on TikTok. He's the owner-operator of a big shop, auto shop, Dave's Auto Shop or something like that. Yeah. And he's always pretty happy, jovial, stuff like that. And but it's like, if they have enough people that they know that support them, that they don't feel like they can weed out. Like, it's everywhere. We have the right to refuse service, even when they're acting like they're just wonderful, great people. And I'm always the person that has the shapes on my face that people don't like, because I get kicked out of a lot of places. I'm not welcome in a lot of places. So, and it's for all kinds of reasons too. I understand. I know why. Most every situation. You know how many people, I had a fucking gay man, call me he's like, well, at the post office the other day. He said, he's like, what did he, I said, what do you care about what I say? I said, you don't care about yourself, clearly. You hate yourself. And he's like, well, at least I'm not a lesbian. And I was like, I just started laughing, because I'm like, this guy's like 50 and is 60, he's like an old man, like, that's all you got? And then, of course, he followed with the whole dyke thing. And I'm just like, I start laughing even louder. I said, dude, I think I got my card revoked, because I ain't even been on a date in 8 years. 8 years. And I've never been of the promiscuous type, see, because people of homosexuality, I've known a lot of them, but it don't matter, homosexual, straight, promiscuous is promiscuous. You have people that are penis pockets of their own volition, because they just, they feel empty inside, and they think all that shit's going to fill their holes. You know, I'm at a point, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I could ever be in another relationship ever again, honestly. Like, I don't think I'm relationship material. I love taking care of people and things. But relationships, because people switch up the rules, because people are so moody. And I don't know what it's like, okay, this is how it is this time. So what I did yesterday is like, oh, I remember I have this thing in my photos. It's really cool, actually. Albums, library, favorites. Album, not favorites. Astro. Where is it? Fuck it. I swear, every time like America starts getting keyed up in its chart, I look at mine and I'm like, holy shit. Look at this. Here's my chart. If you want to know what Marge is all about, first house starts 6 degrees in Cancer. Second house starts at 28 degrees in Cancer. That's a lot of Cancer. Third house Leo, fourth house Virgo, fifth house Libra, sixth house Sagittarius, seventh house Capricorn, starts at 6 degrees Capricorn. Eighth house 28 degrees Capricorn. Ninth house starts Aquarius. 10th house Pisces. 11th house Aries, where I also have Chiron. And my 12th house starts at 2 degrees Gemini. G-Mini! But this is breaking down astrology. This is really freaking cool. I think the first time I went and got my hair cut by this chick, I busted this out because she's young. I just try to tell people things that I wish I would have known. That's all I try to do. That's what this whole video is about. And venting. It's my own vent station. Because I can't do anything out there in the world. I can say whatever I want here. I can't do anything out there. I mean, nobody's gonna. They're not gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna. They're nothing. And Mom said, and I'm not gonna be nice about it because I'm tired of freaking borough brats, stupid people going around freaking. Like now they took all the parking meters. Now they have. It's like Taos is a small ass fucking town. How much money did they spend on these park? So now you gotta download an app and pay for parking. And it's just stupid shit, dude. You guys have enough fucking money. Stop making it hard for people because it's not just for the Tourons. You make it fucking hard for the people that live here too. I can't stand Tourons. Travelers, that's one thing. I'm trying to create a space where travelers can come and do some good shit. You know, contribute to their environment. Do some work and shit like that. Build your own house. I keep seeing these trailers and stuff. I said, I just want to get a piece of property, and every time I see one of these trailers for $3,000, I'm thinking that's a new place for, you know, maybe a woman with their kids to have a safe haven. Because mom could, when she was a single parent, when we were little kids, we had to run from a lot of domestic violence situations. That's how, and then I just learned how to fight back. That's all. Mom's little, and guys would take advantage of her. But I fucking, you know, in high school, 15 years old, I'm fucking flinging dudes down hills that are like 6'4".
You're swinging them down?
Dude grabbed my shoulder, and I just went, whoop! Saw it on a kung fu movie. Oh shit, it works. What do you know? So I accidentally fucking know how to defend myself. And I had a lot of stomach aches when I was a kid, so I watched a lot of Bruce Lee movies, watched a lot of kung fu. I've taken in a lot of data, and people don't understand like how easy it is. And I don't want to cause harm to people. I just want to de-escalate a situation, even though sometimes my mouth escalates it. Oh yeah. I gotta not though. I'm just gonna not be going out much because other people are escalating too. And it's mom says it's easier to stay out of a problem than it is to get out of a problem. So religion, the dude that said, tell mom I said hey.
Who did?
Everybody likes Terrence McKenna, right?
Terrence McKenna?
He's the old hippie dude, talks about mushrooms and consciousness and all that shit. Reg is Terrence McKenna's nephew.
Oh, it's his nephew.
And it tracked like his because and Reg's dad was in the military, and if you read about Terrence McKenna, he talks about his brother that's in the military, and you know what I mean. And so it's like, and he looks like him, like they have the same round nose,
Oh,
you know, like you could, because there's only so many shapes a face can have.
yeah.
Oh, people make the earth to be so weird.
Move it on.
So anyway, I didn't finish that story. So I knew that I sent that picture. The sun, breaking down astrology. Your sun is about yourself. Your moon is about your heart. Your rising is how you look. Your Mercury is the way you think. Your Venus is the way you love. Your Jupiter is your luck. I have all those in Pisces.
Wow.
Your Mars is how you deal with life. And your, I think I have Mars and Pluto. No, Mars and Saturn. Saturn is how you discipline yourself and your responsibilities. I have both of those in, I just forgot. G-Mini. G-Mini. You're just getting too smart, dude. You're a silly boy. Oh, I think he's just licking off the lotion. He's alright. He's okay. That's fine. Uranus is how unique you are. Your Neptune is your imagination. But anyway, I was reading this to the chick that cut my hair, and she's like, send it to me. And then she was like, blah, blah, blah. And then she's just like flat, like, you know, flat. And see, and I think that, people are so funny. Because I have known my hairstylist where it, like, every other Saturday. Well, I had one girl, but we kept breaking up. So I decided after we kept breaking up, that I was not gonna. I just wanted to find someone to cut my hair. And finding someone to cut my hair has been like it seems like my whole adult life. And then I had a lady at Supercuts, Dawn. I dug her when I was in the Air Force, and then she died.
Oh, she died?
At a young age from ovarian cancer 6 months after she got married. She was Mormon. It was crazy. I found out the day that I was on my way out the door to go see Wicked. And they, like, gave her radiation, and it, like, spread everywhere, and that was it. It was
Did it kill her?
yeah. And then, it's all, medicine is experiments. It's all mad science. It's all, let's try this. If the patient doesn't make it, oh well, don't try it. It's gross. It's sick. Just stay healthy. Do what you can to stay healthy. And so, and then Jill took over, and she cut my hair until I moved.
Oh, really?
You know, a long time. And then, like, we'd, like, meet and go to see Dawn at her gravesite and stuff like. So I was, like, always friends with people who cut my hair. And so now it's like, okay, yeah, okay, all right. Because then I said, I reached out and I said, are you around? And she explained that she was. And where's the other one? But then she was sure to explain. And I wasn't engaging much because I'm like, this is, you know, I know that there's etiquette. And so, and she just said she hadn't gone down her client list yet. And that she was at a new salon, which is rad because it's closer. And I just actually drove through the parking lot of it a couple days ago when I was looking for a place that's supposed to make coffee. And I couldn't find the place, and then since then I just decided to get off the bean again. Maybe I'll make a cup because I love the way it smells. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And so you like my Alcatraz? I got this actually. I did that. I wonder how many people have done that. The Alcatraz tour. I always want, like when I was a little kid, I'm like, that's what rich people do. And then I became comfortable in life, and I just did all this stuff that I imagined doing when I was a little girl. And then coming back, I remember it wasn't really. I was with my brother and Shannon, my girlfriend at the time, and it wasn't. I mean, like I had fun because I was just having the experience. But they like, I don't know. They just like they were. And so I didn't have this sweatshirt yet. Maybe I had it on. Maybe I did have it. It's okay. I had rode out on the front of the boat, and it was fucking cold because you ride back in. It was the night tour, so it's the last tour, and you come in and see the San Francisco skyline. This was back in like 2010, 12. This was like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. And it was a really cool, but it's not the same city, see, because you leave a place and then buildings come down, they renew place. It's not the same place that you were, and all these people keep going back to try and get the same feeling when the places that they're going back to them are changed over time and time again, and people are trying to catch a feeling, you know, like it's gonna feel a kind of way. But I wonder how many people in the world have this same sweatshirt, because it was at one of those stores on Pier 1. It was like $60. Like, people aren't going to pay that shit for that, you know? Yeah. But I pay for shit for the experience. It keeps me warm sometimes. Yeah. So what else happened yesterday? Yesterday was, so I'll get the dish tomorrow. She goes, was the owner at least nice to you? I said that she's a bigger asshole than me, man. She ain't never been nice to me. Yeah. Like, I walked, like, she's just so fucking, I'm used to that, though. I'm used to people being cold and standoffish to me. And it's not like I haven't dished out that dish my fair share. It's not like I haven't. Where's the other one? Watch out, bud. Anyway. What else happened? Oh, so I thought be a good idea to give them an ice cube. And freaking, I could see the energy shift, and like Artie started to, and Benny just turns the other cheek. He's a good boy. Artie, no, he didn't. And Artie's half the size of freaking Benny. That's what he's that chip on his shoulder. You know, I'm the oldest. Just, oh my God. Anyway. So he just went, rawr, I could see his face, and usually he don't like he's just like, he's all bark and no bite. And then Benny, I went down because I'm like, nope, I stuck the ice cubes in there and went, reek, and all the ice went everywhere, and so they separated. Yes, good boy, I'm reenacting. I know it's stressful. I'll try and calm down. And then frickin' Benny started to go that way, and Artie like went and like got him on the ear. And I got it on my hand. That's one, and that's the other. But it's already better. I mean, it happened like 24 hours ago. It's and then I got some flying tooth came at my knee, but and then so I had to dump hydrogen peroxide. Me and Benny are the only one. Artie didn't have it. He don't got nothing wrong with him. He just caused the whole thing because he's a dick. There. So yeah, Reg tried to. He just had to have a second surgery procedure, something going on with his I don't know, bladder parts or something, and he went to, because they live out on the mesa, because they don't care about people. People are somebody else's problem, and he even went to the Giving Tree. Like it's just like everything else. It's if you don't fit the criteria of the clientele of people that they want to help, you're SOL. And if you're one of us that people just, you're SOL all the time, I mean, it makes life real hard. I mean, you gotta, I mean, my whole life it's been made comfortable, brought to you by the kindness of strangers. So that is why it's such a significant part of my character, to be the kindness to strangers. Sometimes I don't like tourists. They take up space. They're just here to just eat fucking enchiladas and tacos and shit and just take up space. They don't add anything. There was a time I locked my key in the car and I went around this restaurant. I asked 5 different people, can you give me a ride 10 miles? Not one of them was local. So what the fuck good are you, tourist? What do you fucking bring? No, you spend money at the same places. That doesn't help everybody. That helps the 5-6 restaurants that people frequent, or going down the stupid fucking hill skiing. Like people don't add to situations. I just can't. It makes me ill how people just suck. They just have to be. It's the land of the narcissists. Civilization is falling because all these people that maybe they were an empath once, something happened, they flipped their script, they sold their soul, and now they're just another narcissist. I mean, how do you know that a narcissist got its wings? Another $80,000-$90,000 car bought. Bullshit that don't matter. Because that shit ain't practical. But people have so much they can piss it away, while so many have nothing. And here we go with the karma. Yep. The whole world's full of narcissists. I wonder, I'm like, I could be a narcissist, and my dad's a narcissist. Totally. Oh my God. I didn't even know what they were until like I was 36, 37. And I took psych classes and stuff like that. But I guess they were covert. I guess they were more covert. Now they're just all out there as a character on TV. It's so cute. Like that show Lewd I watch. It's a terrible show. Not much. She's trying to change her heart, but that's what people do every day. Like they piss away shit, and what good are they? And they figure it out too. Like, oh my gosh, because energy never dies. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.